In the crowded world of social media modeling, certain creators stand out not because they follow the loudest trends, but because they develop a distinct personal rhythm and visual language that feels unmistakably their own. This is the story of Tianna Lynée, known publicly as Tianna Mix, an Atlanta-based model who has carved out space in the digital landscape through deliberate choices in presentation and persistence. Her journey unfolds in 6 distinct phases, each revealing how one individual can shape their own path in an industry defined by constant change. From early foundations to professional consolidation, we explore the quiet decisions that define a unique creative identity. Tianna Lynée grew up in an environment where personal style and self-expression likely played a quiet but important role in forming her perspective. Like many young people drawn to visual arts, she developed an early awareness of how appearance, posture, and presentation communicate something deeper than surface level. Atlanta, a city known for its vibrant cultural energy and opportunities in entertainment and fashion, provided a backdrop that encouraged creative exploration. While specific childhood details remain private, as they should, what emerges publicly is someone who approached self-presentation with intention rather than imitation. This foundational period planted the seeds for a sensibility that values consistency and personal aesthetic control, qualities that would later distinguish her work in modeling. The transition into modeling and content creation often begins with a simple but meaningful decision: choosing to document and share one's own vision of style. For Tianna Lynée, this appears to have involved stepping into the digital space with a clear sense of how she wanted to be seen. Rather than rushing into broad trends, her early efforts reflected a focus on polished, intentional visuals. She treated the camera not just as a tool for exposure, but as a way to experiment with lighting, angles, and wardrobe choices that aligned with her individual taste. This phase involved the typical learning curve familiar to many creators, refining technical skills, understanding platform algorithms, and building the discipline required to show up consistently even when results were not yet visible. Her motivation seems rooted in a desire for authentic self-representation within the modeling world. As time progressed, Tianna Lynée moved beyond initial experimentation into deliberate skill building. This stage is where individuality often solidifies, the refinement of a personal brand that feels cohesive rather than scattered. She developed techniques for creating content that maintained a signature aesthetic, strong composition, attention to detail in styling, and a confident presence that communicates without needing explanation. This required ongoing learning, studying light and framing, understanding how different environments affect visual mood, and honing the ability to produce work that stands apart in a saturated feed. Setbacks in this industry are common: shifting platform rules, changing audience preferences, or creative blocks. What stands out in her trajectory is the analytical approach, adjusting without losing core elements of her visual identity. This period highlights the importance of treating content creation as a craft that improves through repetition and reflection. Breakthrough moments in modeling and influencer careers rarely arrive as sudden overnight success. Instead, they often result from accumulated consistency meeting the right opportunities. For Tianna Lynée, key turning points likely included professional collaborations and the establishment of modeling inquiries through her dedicated business contact, Tianna@plushmodel.com. These steps marked a shift from personal experimentation to being recognized within the industry as someone with a defined presence.